We've already got the national income as Y equals to C plus I plus G. So for time being, we will just think that economy there is, for time being we will consider that there is no government intervention in the economy. So government does not play any role. So here G will be equal to 0. Later on we will bring national income then. Later on we will bring government expenditure and tax in Keynesian model. But right now we are considering a closed economy without any kind of public intervention. Now, so our national income becomes Y equals to C plus I. So this is one equilibrium condition or one identity. Another identity comes if we do it. Y minus C equals to I. So what is Y minus C? Income minus consumption. So this is called savings equals to investment. This is another national income identity. So now we will try to find out what is the savings function in the economy. So savings function equals to Y is equals to Y minus C. So if we do it, A is equals to Y minus A plus BY. So in other words, we can write it A is equals to Y minus A minus BY or minus A plus 1 minus B into Y. So this, now if we consider Y equals to 0, A is equals to minus A. So this minus A is known as autonomous saving. So what is the meaning of this autonomous saving and why it is negative? Because we have already considered in the Keynesian consumption function, there is a part of consumption which is known as autonomous consumption. What is that? Even if you have no income in your hand, you need some amount of consumption, and for that maybe you need to borrow. That's why initially the savings at the zero level of income, your savings is negative. And now second part is, if we differentiate savings with respect to Y, we shall get 1 minus B. So this 1 minus B is known as a marginal propensity to save. And what is this? This equals to 1 minus marginal propensity to consume. So MPS equals to 1 minus MPC, or in other words MPC plus MPS will be equal to 1. So higher the marginal propensity to consume, lower will be the marginal propensity to save. The simple thing is that, what I have given the example, if your income increases by $100, out of which your consumption, you are spending $80 on consumption. So your consumption is increasing by $80. What is left in your hand? $20. So this will be MPS. So if we consider that 80 by 100, this is the MPC. And MPS will be how much? 20 by 100. So 0.8 it equals 0.2. So 0.8 plus 0.2 equals to 1. This is another identity. Now what will be the shape of the savings function? To find the shape of the savings function, we have to draw the equilibrium once again. So here horizontal axis measures Y, vertical axis measures consumption and private investment, and also savings. So first we will draw the 45-degree bisector. What is the supply curve? This is my consumption function. This is the autonomous investment. So this is C plus I bar. So this is the E is the point of equilibrium, and hence YE is the level of equilibrium, level of income. So what about savings? If output level is 0, so if Y equals to 0, consumption equals to OA. So what will be the value of savings? Savings will be 0 minus OA. So I will start exactly the same distance of OA. We have to take in the negative part of the vertical axis, and savings will start from here. Next, if we consider that income level is Y1, so if Y equals to Y1, what do we see? We see that the consumption function is intersecting the Y curve. So at this point C equals to Y. So if C equals to Y, so Y minus C equals to 0. So here savings will be 0. The savings function will intersect the vertical axis at this point, at the level Y1. Now, if we consider point E, at point E, this is the value of C plus I, this is the value of consumption. So what makes the difference between aggregate income and consumption? That is private investment. So at this point, savings will be equals to private investment. So this is the savings functions. At 0 level of output, savings will be negative. At Y1 level of output, this is called the break-even point, at which Y is, the income is exactly equal to consumption. Above that, income is greater than consumption, so savings will be positive. At this level of output, Y level of output, the difference between income and consumption is private investment, so savings will be exactly equal to the private investment. So this is the savings functions of the economy. And if we join the slope of the consumption function and savings function, we will find that their sum will be exactly equal to 1. So from here, we get a concept that savings will be exactly equal to private investment. This is another national income identity. So remember that this is an ex-ante concept, that if we consider this is my planned investment, this is my planned saving, they are exactly equal at the point of equilibrium. But if it does not happen, what we will do? What we shall do? So that is, there comes the problem of ex post. Ex-ante means what ought to be or what we find in reality. Sorry, what ought to be or what is planned, what should happen. And ex post means what actually happens. So here comes the stability of the equilibrium in a simple Keynesian model. So to measure the stability, if we have to find out investment equals to savings, or if there is right hand or left hand side, for example, if we consider right hand side, so savings will be greater than investment. So if savings is greater than investment, what will be the adjustment process? Savings greater than investment means there are some unsold stocks. So next time Y will fall, the nation will, or the producers will start to accumulate the inventories. So output level Y will fall. And if we consider the left side, investment is greater than saving. That means in the market the demand is more than supply. So that times it can be adjusted by depleting the inventory stock. So inventory stock will fall, and for the next time, the income, the level of output is to be increased. So that is the stability condition. This equilibrium is stable equilibrium. Why? Because if we move it, there is any dispersion from the equilibrium, that will be restored by automatic adjustment. And here, what will be the automatic adjustment? The automatic adjustment will be the adjustment in the inventory stock of the country. Right side means the inventory stock, they will accumulate inventory stock, and next time they should reduce the output. And here, if it is the left side, that means if investment is greater than saving, that means there is need to deplete the stock, and next time to maintain the stock, the output has to be increased. Okay, so this is equilibrium. In equilibrium, one hand we can say C plus Y equals to C plus I. This is one equilibrium condition, and the alternative equilibrium condition is S equals to I. So these are the two conditions of the equilibrium. In the next part, we will discuss about the multiplier effects and the significance of significance of aggregate demand management policy.